I've been up since 3 a.m., so that's how I'm going to start out this video. Um, the reason I'm making this is because I'm not going to make any more after this, probably. And, I got some questions I felt like I should answer before I just left. Like, not leave Tumblr, but leave no more videos. The first one was actually about my last relationship, and I don't know why I'm answering it. I just felt like I should for some reason. So anyways, the question was, what happened to your last relationship? Okay, so the last person I dated, I broke up with them like a few weeks ago, I guess, and I don't know why I decided to date them, because in my mind I knew it wasn't going to work out, but whatever. Anyways, so basically they don't have any real goals. All they like to do is get in trouble, smoke, and hang out with their friends. And, you know, after a while, that just gets really irritating. So I kind of got a little upset, and I was like, you know, you need to get your life together. I mean, you got expelled from school, you're going into military school now. And, oh yeah, and we were supposed to move in together since he was going to military school. Bad idea. Which is why, another reason why I ended it, but, and they were just like, yeah, I know, and it was like, they weren't serious about it, but I'll tell you about the night that I realized that it was just, no. Okay. This is going to get personal, but that's okay. So, I decided to tell my mom that I was going to sleep over at my friend Brianna's house, and she said, okay. But really, that night, I went to his house and decided to sleep there. And so he was like, well, my brother and his friends are here. And I was like, okay, that's cool, great. We can't really watch TV or do anything now. And I didn't feel like going out and driving around because there's nowhere to go. And he was like, why not smoke? And I was just like, okay. So that's what we did, basically. We got high. And we just kind of sat there and talked. And it wasn't really anything that mattered. Like, I like having deep conversations with people sometimes and having just something there. It's just like nothing. He was just high. And he was high. Oh, another thing, he was high when I got there too. And I was just like, anyways. So later on that night, everyone went to sleep. I can't believe I'm saying this. Everyone went to sleep, right? And we were alone. Obviously, things started heating up, okay? And I'm not going to go into detail about what happened, but you can imagine, right? And so, you know, people always say that if you really like someone or love someone, that none of the physical stuff, not even just looks, you know what I mean, just like the sexual stuff should matter. But I'm here to tell you that sometimes it just does. It was like, okay, so we were in bed, and, you know, it was just innocent cuddling at first, and then, of course, things heated up, because that's just what happened. And, you know, at first, I was just like, okay, I didn't have sex, by the way. I'll just say that, because I don't want anyone to think that I just, like, did him and then left. That's not what happened. I mean, there were other things that happened, but not all the way. So, and, you know, things started off, and it was just like, okay, we're getting into the rhythm of it. It's okay, you know, this is gonna speed up, right? And it didn't. And it's not just because he was high. It's just, like, I don't know. It was just bad at it. Like, it's not that hard, is it? I don't know. But basically, it just, I don't like how I get, like, not pressured, but it was just really, like, forward, you know, with everything. I was just like, even the kissing, I was just like, I can't. This isn't, I don't like this, you know? Because, you know, when someone kisses you or, like, even just touches you, not even in a sexual way, it's just like, you should feel something, right? And if you don't, then that's kind of a problem. And, you know, later on that night, I was just kind of laying there. Nothing really happened, but stuff did happen, if that makes sense. And, I was just kind of like, it was like 4 a.m. and you can't start driving till like, I don't know, the curfew is like 12 to 4, right? And I was just like, I can't do this. I don't want to do this. This was awful. This was an awful experience. But it made me realize a lot. So that night, I turned and I looked at him and I was like, I'm leaving. And he was like, oh, and I just got up and I left. And I was just like, well, now I know. So, you know, I guess the point of that is, first off, if you don't think it's going to work out, don't even try. And second, if you don't feel a connection, it's not a good sign at all. So, that was that story. And now we're done. Thank God. But anyways, second question was why I'm not in a relationship with a certain person. And since it came from Tumblr, I'm just